whatever it is, whether you're Arteta in or out, he's our manager now. We have to accept it and we have to back him.
Napshot Studio, Isaac here with me. Everton 0, Arsenal 0. Thoughts on the game, bro?
The first half was a waste of time. Second half was slightly better. I think that this was, obviously everybody knew this was Young Bucks' last game with Arteta coming in now. So I think that they probably would have wanted to put in a good performance in front of him because he was watching in the stand. So I think that they would have wanted to at least put in a good shift to show that the manager that, we know you're coming in now. Let me prove to you why I deserve to be in the starting lineup. But I think on the game itself, I think that it was very mixed. Everton looked really good at game. Either we made them look really good or both sides played really badly. But I think that it was just not a very good game throughout, if I'm being honest. I think that we had like 2 chances in the entire game, 2 clear-cut chances. The Martinelli chance, the Oba chance with the Pickford save. So really not a lot going on in that game. It was pretty dull. 0-0 was a fair result, I would say. I feel like both teams were threatening, but both teams just didn't have the final ball to just get the goal. So yeah, obviously disappointing, but I wasn't really expecting too much of this result. I feel like I was more excited about Arteta's start with us. So yeah, man. 0-0. At least I feel like looking at the positive, it's a clean sheet, 0-0. So it wasn't all bad. Yeah.
All right. Since you say your thoughts on it, may I know who's the best player that stand out in your team in this dull affair?
Yeah. Man, it was tough. I feel like because obviously today a lot of the guys that played were under 23s, so a lot of young guys who played today, and I don't know why, but nothing against them obviously, because I feel like they have been doing well for us this season. At some point of time, you feel like the young guys are actually the ones who are stepping up and doing the job and showing the senior players the right mentality they should have. But today on the game itself, I feel like the likes of I think Reece Nelson did very well. I think that he put in a shift. We saw, his attacking prowess, the way he was driving at defenders is exactly what we want to see. Reece Nelson did well. Martinelli, he always does well. He always, presses. His mentality is so amazing. And I think that's kind of energy that we need throughout the team. And I think, like I said earlier on, we fielded a lot of young players. I think it's very good that we did because I think it shows Arteta that the future is with our youth. And, obviously our young players, they did okay today, but, you could tell that the lack of experience was there. So, yeah, but the standout players, I would say Martinelli, Reece Nelson, these guys.
Alright, last question before this. What do you make of Arteta's appointment right now?
Everybody knows that it's obviously a very controversial appointment. Some people are very for it, some people are extremely against it. And for the people that are extremely against it, I can completely understand why. I would say that, I understand why they feel this way. It's probably because, number one, he doesn't really have much experience to his CV, All he was Pep Guardiola's assistant manager. But the way I see it is, every great manager started off somewhere. And you can't tell me that in 3 really good seasons with Man City, under one of the greatest managers to ever do it, Pep Guardiola, it's very unlikely that he didn't learn a thing or two. And the Man City players have always spoken about how much of a role he plays in their training. So that's why I feel like I have so much optimism about him. I feel like, yes, we are going into a very deep unknown and it's a shot in the dark. But if anything, I feel like we should be excited about it. I think we should be looking forward to see how things go because the way that he's approached this whole thing, he looks very confident. He looks like he really wants to implement his ideas and he's not going to take anything less than 100%. So I'm happy with it. I'm actually really happy with it. And I hope that Arsenal fans can warm up to the idea as well because whatever it is, whether you're Arteta in or out, he's our manager now. We have to accept it and we have to back him. Yeah.
Alright. Do subscribe to Napshot Studios. Thank you.